Hi, buddy. Welcome. I did just post up the 80 carry video, 80 carry tier list for this patch. If you're interested in that, be sure to check that out. I do need to start putting up the timestamps again for the streams. I'm going to try to get back on that, so. Sorry, I did that for a couple of streams. I sort of fell behind. I guess I could go ahead and put up last night's timestamps while we're in queue here. Yeah, what up, Butter? Try to get some wins today. How about some wins? Yeah! Woo! Let's see if we can not get losses. We were doing really well last week. We've just been kind of inconsistent. So hopefully we can get it back together and do it this week. And it's been several games I probably should have dodged. Definitely, that's a very common theme when I go on lost streaks, is I'm not dodging enough. Oh, we got a freebie there. Some person was off-rolled asking if they could ADC. Winning in league, why? I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to actually win. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, let me see if I can put the put those timestamps on there while I'm chilling here. Guess I can put them on the side over here. Before I forget.
Professor is
Mute that. Let's see what we got here. Gotta get Irelia out of there. There are several champs that are starting to get a little on the strong side after these changes. I think balance has kind of gotten a little weird in the last few patches. Let's do Rakan. We got to at least get back to P3, step 1. And just play better. And then we could maybe we'll try to bring in some more stuff if we can, but I really need to try to win. And like I said, I know my Rakan win rate is not stellar lately, but it's better than anything else that I've played more than like 1 or 2 games on, you know. The same game. No. That's about right, right? Oh, I'm reviewing a game there. Okay, never mind. Those are some long games yesterday, though. I noticed that. Just going back and looking at it. Okay, so dude's 44% on Lee, but I guess he plays him a good chunk. Top is 41% on Darius. 36% on Vayne. Did this guy get Silas? Of course not. Why would you play your best champ? Why would you not just go 33? Silas wasn't even banned. Why would you not play your 70% win rate champ? Should probably dodge it, but he's like a one-trick 60% Silas player. Like, why? Why would you just all of a sudden say, you know what, I think we'll play Lucian? And countered immediately. Yeah. Rakan to Maokai is not a great feeling. But is Lucian that much better against Vlad? I would take Silas versus Vlad. Right? Is it that bad? What's up, Melvin? Is it that unwinnable that you can't play your 60% one trick? I don't see what would be bad about it. Does Lucian destroy Vlad? I mean, I guess early you can bully him. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Destroy hope, bring the second coming of darkness, and get some new hair gel. I'm almost out.
Oh, shh. Okay, there we go. Now we're locked in.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I don't know. Hopefully it works out. I really don't like the niche, I'm going to play what counter.gg or something, you know, tells me to play instead of the champion I'm actually good on that I one trick. Like, I'd much rather someone play even a losing matchup on a champion they have a lot of experience with, that they have a good win rate with, than just, like, YOLO queuing something that's supposed to counter something else.
Minions have spawned.
But, I mean, what's Vlad gonna do if he uses his pool to dodge the chain? I guess he can all-in him. I don't know. I wish people just play what they know and that they have a good win rate on. I guess at least people are playing stuff that is in like their top 3 most played in the last 30 days. Even though like everybody has a less than a 45% win rate on their champs. Malachi's annoying. It looks like he's going tank Malachi, which is probably better for us than AP Malachi. Those seeds are really annoying to deal with. Malachi is probably not going to pressure us too much early. I wonder if I have to go Mercs. They do have a good chunk of AP on their team. I really hate going Mercs though. Can I go Abyssal second? Kind of worried about the CC. Dude, we can't, bro. Shut the I'm just gonna mute. Fucking blind pick Vayne, got counter picked. If I take level 1 Q, we have no level 2, and it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna do like 60 damage every 13 seconds to her. She's just gonna heal through all of it. Hit both of them. Of course, Vayne can't do shit. Doesn't even stand close enough for me to E. Auto attack her, dude. She's got all those minions on her. Oh my god. Pin her into the wall.
Thanks, Riku.
Why did he not just... I guess the pin was down, probably.
I'm just helping it along.
There's like 50 minions on the Caitlyn.
Been slain.
Alright. I want better players on my team. I gotta win more games. That's all there is to it. It was still good. It's just, it could have been a lot better if Vayne just had more situational awareness. Like, there was an entire minion wave, including a cannon, that was beating up that Caitlyn, and we had vision of the bush, so the minions would have followed her into the bush. Vayne could have had like 2 or 3 free auto attacks on the way out there. Could have run her down, you know. She's Vayne. She has movement speed. So all she'd have to do is just tumble and dodge Caitlyn's next Q, and should have had her dead. I don't know how long it was for her condemn to be up, but at any point, if that condemn was up, it was a kill when Caitlyn's like really close to all these walls.
Riku, I did not rescue you from a cold dead planet so that you could laugh at me. I rescued you so you could hold my mirror and tell me I look good.
Has been slain. Double kill.
Can we kill this? Can we kill this?
I am bad because I'm free.
Got priority in all the lanes. Just killed the jungler. He's gonna go counter jungle wolves or something. It's like, hey man, there's a dragon right there.
Evil loves me.
Shut down.
Would have been cool if Vayne rotated, you know, sometime within that 30 seconds to get there, but... Vayne is good if, like, I don't know. Yeah, she's one of the best foolproof ADCs, but somehow people find ways to be bad. With just normal stuff, like not rotating to a skirmish when you know, have 30 seconds to do so. Or pushing the wave. But either way, it's fine. That was still net positive, I think. We ended up getting a camp off of them. Caitlyn did get a shutdown, which is bad. Vayne is still down 20 CS, even though Caitlyn wasn't in lane for like 30 seconds there, but... Vayne does tend to attract a lot of people that don't know what they're doing on her, but I agree that if played properly, she can be very good. I'm kind of scared to go in because I don't think the Vayne is going to be close enough for me to E back out, and then Maokai is just going to tie me up. Are we coming down? Let's go.
Safety is boring.
Has been slain.
Okay.
Safe is for nerds. I do.
Yeah, she's just cool. A lot of streamers popularized her over the years. I mean, who doesn't like a vampire hunter, you know, big outplay potential type of champ? It's kind of the Lee Sin of ADCs.
I don't apologize for
There's certainly one of them. Ezreal's probably the other one. It's like very high skill cap, really good in the right situation. You sure about that, Lee? Alright, can we do something? She's got 2 kills now.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, I did like to see the Darius, though. Even though he doesn't have a high win rate, it's just... I don't know. Maybe I overvalue that champ. I just feel like in, you know, Plat Minus, Darius is just so strong. This Maokai's just, like, not putting up seeds. You really shouldn't be able to sneak up on Maokai. Oh, he is going AP. He's just got Aftershock instead of Comet. Okay. I was trying that build out for a while. I think you really just want Comet. They're probably going to lose my... Oh, maybe not. Okay. Can we kill him? I don't... We're down a crit cloak. How was I CC'd for so... I was only CC'd for 1 second? That's bullshit. I was CC'd for way longer than that. Because I was like spamming E on Vayne, right? Or was I just like misclicking for... It felt like I was CC'd for like 3 seconds. I'm like sitting there literally just spamming E the whole time on Vayne. Can you play Final Fantasy 14? What do you mean, can I play it? I'm recording single-player episodes, but if you mean, am I going to stream it during the time when I usually stream League, I'm not going to do that. There's a chance, you know, when I get to higher level stuff, I might stream it at the earlier time when I stream WoW. But I'm not going to replace the League stream time with anything. That's my highest audience by far.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
It's not that I don't like it, man. I just don't think it's good. Like, it's nothing personal. I just don't think Trundle's good in most matchups as a support right now. It doesn't have... It just... Peeler tanks. I just do not like a lot of peeler tanks. Okay, she's got Kraken.
An enemy has been slain.
I really would like to be able to go on her. I just don't trust Vayne. I haven't been able to use my ult yet. But I mean, we don't have to do anything heroic here. We just have to stop feeding. Vayne actually has 3 kills, so it's not like insanely dire. About to get dove or something. Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't mind streaming other stuff. You know, and having some fun with it, but I think it's important to be, you know, consistent with what you're doing, and the viewership's just not there for MMOs, unfortunately, unless you're like a mega streamer. Against tanks, like, it's alright, but... Did they get the second dragon? No, we did get... I don't remember when we got dragon, but... I'm about to dive us again. God. We probably just have to lay this down, dude. They're gonna... We can't defend this without someone. We don't have any TPs. Lee's topside, so we just lose. We just lose tower. Then they're gonna rotate middle. Lee is up like 40 CS though. I mean, I called it like so far, like 45 seconds in advance, and he still dies to it.
Perfection doesn't exist, except for my hair. Didn't forget my name, just
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I need more wards.
Whoa! Danger brings out my bad side. Just kidding. All my sides are equally good. Tearing up the gap.
I missed the Q. It's unfortunate. Does he have Ghost, or? Thought he was gonna flash. If he flashed with the Q and then grabbed her, but... Holy shit. Is the Q broken or what? Like, Q and flash, they don't work or what? I literally checked the flash before I did it. And he sits there and just watches. He's got ult. Why is everybody such a bunch of little bitches, dude? Like, nobody does the play. Even on champs that are like
Stars are just sad.
supposed to do the play, you know?
Space.
Was that crazy?
Cycle they can't control. Anyone have chocolate?
I mean, he's standing right there in flash E range, and she's chain CC'd with his ult. Like, what? What's the play you're waiting on with flash? I think he could have grabbed Maokai, too. He could have grabbed both of them under tower. And then I just double shield him.
Darkness is the new hotness.
Right, he's got Stride Breaker. Right? Am I wrong?
Has been slain.
Would we have lost that, do you guys think? To me, that seems like a grand slam. Yeah, I mean, Asmongold is, like, popular as hell, though. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's what we used the flash hook on. Do I think certain energy drinks offer unfair competitive advantages? No, if everyone has access to the drink and it's not significantly detrimental to your health. Yeah, I mean, Pillar plus Condemn is cute. I mean, I can look. Last time I looked at Trundle, he had like a 43% win rate as support. But no, I don't think so. Unless, like, it can be proven that it's overwhelmingly more advantageous than any other energy drink. Alright, time to give it up, boys. Just save the Lucian. Yeah. Lucian's like, well, shit. I played a champ that has to snowball really hard early. I snowballed, but it just doesn't matter in the mid-game. Wish I'd played a scaling champ. It's 18 minutes. I thought we could win in 15, guys. Sorry, pack it up.
Doing my thing. I'm gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just how caffeine works, but, No, I don't think it's to the point where it needs, like, they're gonna ban coffee or something, you know?
Whoa.
Yeah. Do they exist this season? Yeah, they're usually champs that are good early game and scale. Sure, Irelia. That is true, we don't have any AP. We do have Vayne's true damage, but... yeah, Vayne is quite good this season. Irelia is very good. Late game. Samira is really good late game. Most ADCs are pretty good late game. I think a lot of the top level champs are pretty good at most levels of play and scale pretty well. I think the try to end the game by 15 champs have fallen off quite a lot. As far as like your Lees, your Quins, you know, that type of stuff. They're gonna kill him and get Baron probably. Yeah. I know it's weird. It's like if you don't have vision of an area and you push up to their tier 2, they might come kill you. This is a new tactic. No, don't fight him. We're down a person and we don't have Lucian. Brand new tactic, get the fool who's out of position. Vayne dies with heal. Tumbles early. I think my flash is just about to come up, or I would have flashed. Yep, that's Vayne. Tumble right into Vlad's E, probably. It was such a good setup at the start, even though we were down a person. We were down Darius, so it was bad to take that fight. But Lee taking that fight, like, that's about as good as we were going to get it. Like, I got to go in, CC, like, 3 of them, and Vayne just got to free fire on him. There have been some studies that moderate caffeine consumption is actually good for you. Like 300 milligrams or whatever. It's like up to, what, like 3 or 4 cups of coffee. How did I not see him in that bush when I'm auto-attacking the pink? We got Lucian and Darius, like, fighting over golems or something. Like, alright, Baron's up, boys. We don't have teleports. What should we do? Let's go get Golem. Let's go see, like, who can last hit the Golems. We could have even contested that dragon. Well, Vayne's at 2 items. Maybe. I mean, the game's kind of close. It's tied dragons. They did just get a Baron, which is bad, but Caitlyn, in theory, should be falling off pretty soon. She is up a full item on Vayne, though, which is not good for business. I maybe should have gone Mercs. I'm kind of greeting here with the Ionians. Or at least lock it, because I'm going to get CC'd by the Maokai. Maokai is not very tanky, though. He's going this weird ass, like, sort of tanky, sort of AP build. Oh, it's demonic next. Okay. Well, I guess it's basically AP with plated steel caps because we have all physical damage dealers. I can't hold this. Lucian's just such a bad pick for our team comp. And just in general, I just do not like him in solo queue. I know he's been alright in pro, but that's why I don't like these bully counter picks. Like, these like really greedy lane dominant champs. Silas would have been so much better here. If we could just steal like the Maokai ult or the Vlad ult with Silas in these fights. Or even the Nunu ult. It's gonna be so hard to get through those freaking traps. Vayne just fucking ran out of the base. Like, I couldn't even get to her. Like, why would you not just kite him right here and just wait till the snowball's about to hit you and then tumble? Or, like, tumble and play around this, you know, piece of terrain and then pin him into the terrain so the Rakan can actually get to you and we can turn it. Instead of, like, literally running out of the base and isolating yourself. I don't know. It was just team diff. Shocking when everyone has, like, less than 40% win rate on their champs, but I'm trying not to be too negative. We just had a really, really rough, like, 2 or 3 days. We're like 20% or something. And I feel like I've been playing, like, alright. But this guy's trying to get cute and playing Lucian. That's what I'm saying. Like, just play champions you actually can play. Ideally, that you have more than a 40% win rate on. Yeah, it's just a bunch of people complaining, blaming other people. I mean, I know it's somewhat ironic because I kind of am too, but I think legit, like, I played that pretty well. Like, there were definitely some times where I could have played it better, but just everybody was hard failing, and we just played early game champs like Lucian and Lee Sin, Darius to some extent, and got wrecked. Just don't play those champs. Play scaling champs. I mean, Darius is like an okay pick. Like, play something that builds Stridebreaker. I don't know. I just put Vayne at like tier 2. I guess this kind of justifies it. Like, I've seen Vayne go off and be like very difficult to deal with, but so many Vaynes just tumble in. Like, what happened in that fight that Vayne should have had a Quadra in? She just tumbled into... Did she tumble into Vlad's E? Oh, Irelia's banned. I guess I'm being Kindred, whatever. Our first pick again. Where was it? This page? Can't remember where my stream is for, so I can watch the replay of that. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, there it is. Too much, but Aatrox is kind of bad, I think, right now. This guy's pretty good on him, though. I'll take it. Dude, are we back in Gold 1 territory? Oh my god. Like, I just want to see what happened in that one fight. Because I think that was our chance. If we had cleaned up that fight, we could have had Baron. Like, what happens? I want to see the Vayne. So I grab Nunu and Vlad. Okay, she's out. Perfect. You just auto-attack a lot. Literally walks into Nunu? Is that right? Tumbles forward. Yep, Vlad's E. I called it. Did I not call it? I didn't even see the fight. I said she probably tumbled into Vlad's E. Tumbles into Nunu's fully charged R, which didn't hurt that much because I had a shield going. And then tumbles into E. Okay, I do like this. This comp's looking pretty good. Against Nautilus, all that stuff. Go for the scaling resistances. She literally tumbled... That could have so easily been a Quadra, and if she cleaned that up, if Vayne was alive and, like, me, we probably could have just killed Baron. Maybe just the two of us. With me just shielding her and healing her with Q. Not a fun Rakan game? I think it looks great. What's not fun about it? Just Nautilus. But Rakan's awesome into Assassins. I mean, if they get, like, if they're, like, 20-0 outside of the laning phase, that's bad, but, yeah, I mean... Those are my favorite matchups. Rakan just obliterates a lot of Assassins. Because he has the shield to protect. And, he's got the CC. The thing that I don't want to see, last game was much worse. Like, I do not want to see Maokai, and I do not want to see Nunu. We're gonna do a... Can I do a poll? Wait, I think I can. Hold on. I should probably do more polls, like predictions and things. Hold on, let me see if I can use this feature. I should probably poll more often. How do I enter? How do I enter it? Ask your community. Did it post it up? I don't see it in the chat. Where does it post the polls? Can you post it, Butter? Oh, there it is. I think that actually helps your SEO, so I should be doing more polls like that. I should make prop bets or something like that. That could be fun to make it fun watching. Like, how many kills will this person get? Yeah, I think it does improve your YouTube rating quite a bit, so I should be doing that more. It's interaction. Poll to shave or not. I could be doing that. I don't know how long to set it open or just leave it open. That is pretty fun. I know, like, Twitch has polls, but yeah, YouTube does now, too. Yeah, so I should do, like, a poll of the game or something. Well, I hope so. I mean, I've done it before. I've had a really good win rate before. I can do it again. I personally think Rakan is very good into Assassins. This is a biased poll. It will be, yeah, sure. I mean, it's not as biased as you would think. A lot of people are kind of voting against Rakan. If you vote against Rakan, you're not necessarily voting against me, per se. You just... It could be, but it could also just be that you think Rakan's not good into this matchup. Or that my team's going to let me down, or whatever. It doesn't have to be a vote that I'm going to fail, personally. Although it could be. It doesn't have to be. It's not necessarily the question. Sort of a vague question, but... I personally like Rakan into Assassins. The Nautilus matchup's not as bad as people make it out to be. Like, the knockup's kind of annoying, but... still think the worst matchups are lots and lots of CC. And Nautilus, like, has some, but... Veigar and Maokai and stuff like that, I think, are worse. What does the either or option mean? It should be yes or no, right? I don't know. I can add more stuff to it. I just tried to create it in like 5 seconds when the game was starting. Part of it was the Vayne just never followed up on stuff. Like, I hit that Caitlyn with a W2 last game. We just got outplayed. I think our comp could have worked, but... it wasn't the best in the world, but... we also just got outplayed. It's just, I just like the combination of he can shield and protect people with Guardian, and he has CC. And he's, like, mobile. So he can avoid, like, a lot of skill shots if played well. Versus... I couldn't decide if I wanted to W him or not. Versus if you play something like a Leona, yeah, she's personally resistant to damage, right? So it's hard to blow up Leona. But she can't really do as much to peel for her ally. Like, she's not going to have Guardian, she doesn't have shields. Like, you can base check some stuff. Okay, he entered though, right? She should be able to double kill him. No way! Okay. How did Samira not win that? Why did she dash?
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I don't really get that. I guess we could just go for a locket game here. We should have won that. I think. I knocked him up. Ezreal had to flash forward and heal to kill me. I mean, he should have died. He's going to try to turn it right here in this bush, I think. Please, Vlad. I don't have flash or anything. Come here. Come here. Dodge his hook. Oh, what? What? How did that hook hit me? Dude, I'm gonna wake up my in-laws. How did that hook hit me?
I do what I want. No Stargate. Sit and sing.
It wasn't a prediction. I dodged it. He threw it literally right where I was standing, and I juked to the left and dodged it. And the crap hit me by, like, the very tip of, like, my ankle or something. If she would have dodged some of that, maybe. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It does have a big hitbox, but that was some garbage. It already looked like it missed me. It's one of those, like, thresh hook through the minion wave type of situations. No, don't ban anybody, Black Falcon. I know you're joking. People don't have to agree with me on everything. They don't have to think I'm going to win every game. It's fine. Makes the poll a little more interesting, I think. Really? Damn it, I don't... didn't have my W. Please? Okay. It's close. The Mad Stratter. That's kind of funny. We'll go ahead and complete that item just because it's a real pain to complete.
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
Samira inting? No, she's just not good. But we're in the game. We're only down 2 kills. Records and rank at the bottom. Yeah, but I had to move my camera down to the bottom because I made the minimap bigger. I guess I could place it in the old place where the minimap used to be. But yeah, man, I don't want to like advertise if I'm like like at the lowest rank that I've averaged in like a multiple seasons. Yeah, I don't want to advertise that for obvious reasons. Is this a good idea? I'm not sure. Okay, you gonna try to turn? I think we're about to get wonked here. Okay, maybe not. Okay, really surprised Rengar didn't show up out of that bush, but... I'll put it back in there when we get at least to like P2 or something. That was also, I mean, part of that was also when we were playing on a Smurf or when we were playing on our main, when there used to be a big difference, right? When one was in Diamond and one was in Gold, sometimes people would want to know which account we're on. So I would say, like, which account we were on. With Nautilus there too? Oh my god. Oh shit, they're all there. I know I don't have it, dude. Okay. I did not see the cavalry coming up behind me. Ezreal's gonna... Whew. I was looking for it on the minimap. I didn't see it. Alright. Well, I never know, Light Falcon. Like I always say, the internet is a difficult place to read sarcasm. But I just wanted to make it clear. I mean, because people have accused me, not of banning people like that, but of being someone who just is like really intolerant of other people's like perspectives or of people who disagree with me. Like that's been a genuine critique people have made that I don't think is necessarily accurate, right? But that's been a belief that people have had, so I'm really quick to try to like cover that belief, right? That you have to agree with me, you have to be a TSP cheerleader to say anything in the chat, when I do not think that's true. I mean, people who constantly are negative or like harass or badger me, yeah, I don't like that, but people who just, you know, have a difference of opinion of what I should be playing or what's good in a meta, like, there's been people, you know, like that for years in the channel, right? There have been multiple regulars over the years that have disagreed, you know, with my assessment of things. So, anyway, so yeah, I mean, that exact scenario is silly, right? That I would ban people for disagreeing in a poll. But, you know, the accusation that I'm just looking for cheerleaders, you know, has been a thing. So that's why I'm quick to cover that and try to reassure people that I do not intend for that to be the case. Shut up, we don't know where Nautilus is, man. Vlad's like, get out of my lane, dude. He'll be complaining 5 seconds later when Nautilus ganks him.
Turret plating will soon fall.
And I need experience too. Like, I'm level 7, man.
Ally has been slain.
I love evil. Evil loves me.
Well, it's good to have disagreements. That's the thing, is like, but people don't understand that, like, just because, like, you can listen to people and try to understand other perspectives, but also not change your mind. Like, listening does not mean agreeing. That's what sometimes people say, oh, well, you don't listen to anybody because you don't immediately change your mind when somebody, you know, says something contrary to what you believed. It's like, no, of course not. Sometimes I do, but I spend a long time, you know, thinking about the game and trying to research it and, you know, stuff like that. So obviously my opinion's not going to change at the drop of a hat because of something somebody in chat says most of the time. Sometimes, but I think sometimes think, oh, well, he just, you know, he doesn't listen or he doesn't value other people's opinions because he doesn't immediately agree with what someone says in chat, you know? But I mean, that's not uncommon for almost any content creator who does anything analytical. Like, I watch Aspiring Spike, and I swear, like, 80% of the comments, or more, that he responds to in chat are basically people making suggestions. Have you thought about doing this in your deck? Have you thought about changing it this way or that way? And the vast majority of them are not good ideas. And it's just him trying to deflect, right, and constantly say, well, that could work, but this and this and this, like, basically politely saying that's not a good idea, you know? And that, I think there's a ton of streamers that are like that. Just constantly fielding, you know, suggestions for things that, you know, are okay, maybe, or situational or whatever. It's just learning how to, like, deal with that with grace, right? Trying to say, yeah, I could see that in this situation, and being respectful and listening and walking through why it could work or why it couldn't work, but yeah, I mean, that's like that's like the challenge, right? Unless you're just a panderer, you know, like, there are some content creators that choose to take that route too, where they'll just say, oh yeah, that's awesome, man, follow your heart, do whatever, you know, that aren't really offering anything that analytical. I gotta get more wards. Rakan, why did you leave me just because Ezreal and Nautilus roamed middle? You're supposed to sit with me bot lane. Oh, I don't remember that, Blue. Sorry about that. We haven't seen Duck in a while. I'm not really sure what's up. Hopefully Samira gets that tower, yeah. They're probably gonna get Rift. Gotta be careful with Rengar, but I don't think Rengar needs a nerf. Yeah, I mean, well, everyone just wants innovation. Everybody wants fresh stuff. No one wants to see the same thing, and everyone wants to be a part of that innovative process, you know? So I totally get it, and I like watching cool, weird champs and weird builds that actually work, but I don't know. I just feel kind of morally obligated to an extent to try to be honest about what I think is actually good. So I try to be analytical. I'm not always right, obviously, but my intent is to, like, help people make good decisions in terms of trying to win the game. As far as just for fun or YOLO queue and stuff like that, I mean, people, you know, don't need my input for that. Just play whatever you want to play, right? But for the people who, you know, want to try to win, that's what I try to cater to. At least we got both dragons. I guess that's good. Can we get Rift? I thought they were gonna get rift after they killed top. They just like not interested in objectives, I guess. 14. You guys really want to see me play FF14? There's someone else said that earlier. In general, the MMOs, I don't get a lot for it, but I'm gonna start releasing single player stuff, and if that gets a pretty good reception, maybe we'll try out the stream, or not like single player, but like, you know, just YouTube videos of it. I've already recorded probably about 5 or so. If it gets a lot of people, alright, let's go. We got 2 flashes. It sort of is, but like, I don't know. I mean, it is weeby, I guess, but I think you can enjoy it without like having a background in anime. I know. That's what I'm trying to like get in on it while it's good to go. I mean, we could stream it maybe some nights at like 9:30 and just try it out. A lot of what I like to do in the game are like just the crafting professions so far though too. Yeah, someone's got to match this. I guess me, but he's just gonna kill me. Maybe if he sees me, he's, you know, gonna think someone else is coming too. He's gonna kill me. He sees everyone else on the map. Graves needs to buy. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I'll admit, I am liking Final Fantasy XIV. It definitely the leveling up process. Definitely the leveling up process is better than classic WoW. Nothing's wrong with anime. I'm just saying that like sometimes that game gets pigeonholed as like you have to be, you know, a huge fan of anime to enjoy it, and I just don't think that's true. I mean, Asmongold's kind of figuring that out too. I've never watched a lot of anime, but I think I would like it. I'm not like anti-anime. But Asmongold thought it was that kind of thing, but I think he's actually having a pretty good time with it. So yeah, I'm just saying that like, I think it's more accessible than, than the stereotype might have people believe. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I think the leveling experience is way better than classic WoW, or probably even standard WoW. I haven't done the raids yet, but it's probably be good. Dude, why could I not move for like 50 years? I'm so confused. I know he knocked me up, but like, what's the time on that? 3-second knock up or what? It just felt like forever. I'm like sitting here spamming flash. I did a good job saving him, but I should have flashed to get away from the knockout. I just did not realize it was going to be lethal if I got hit by it. Okay. Alright. I guess I just want to play for Dragon. That's fine. I mean, WoW is a little stagnant right now. I do like the rating, but it is, you know, farm content at tier 4, basically. It is what it is. Hopefully they get tier 5 out pretty soon, but yeah, I am definitely digging FF14. I'm still gonna do WoW. Just to do some of the raids, because those are, you know, interesting when you don't overgear them. But really? Can't believe he died that fast. Alright. Yeah, can we get this? Okay. Jeez, we won like 3 different skirmishes. That's like a surrender, right? Yeah, it is really good. I mean, like I said, I've been wanting to play it for a really long time. I just did not think I would have much of an audience for it, but you know, it is becoming more popular right now, and since my viewership is so low anyways, I'm just almost in fuck it mode. I'm just gonna do what's fun. And yeah, I could do like initial impressions video of it, but yeah, I mean, I think it's fantastic so far. There's just, you don't really run out of quests ever. Like, I don't feel like I have to go grind, and the quests seem, a lot of them, more story driven, and there's just less, like, at least so far, annoying RNG quests. I'm only like level, I think 17 or something on my main class, but there's just, I haven't run into those annoying quests yet where there's like a drop chance, you know? Really? Oh my god. Red Drake, or like red buff got me? And that's why Samira is #1 on my ADC tier list. She was like 0-3. Just terrible. Laning phase. Comes out Penta, no problem. 1v4. Hey, what's up, Divine PK? No, I haven't really done a ton on the Total War front, but I am planning on getting back into that. I know I've been saying that for a couple weeks, but this week I should be able to start releasing some more episodes for that. But no, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen drop. I mean, it's just been like kill certain things. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just feels bad when it's like, okay, I just have to get 10 of these things. I can do this in 15 minutes before, you know, I'm gonna go eat lunch or something, and then it just never drops. Oh god. At least there's nothing they can get there. I thought maybe we could kill 2 people, but then once 2 or 3 more people showed up, I was like, maybe not. Campaign mechanic to reset campaign movement range. If you reset it enough. Oh. Well, I don't want to see stuff that's like too OP. I mean, there has been some power creep lately, right? Like, like the greenskins is just like crazy to give them the Norskin bonus where they're located, where, you know, you can pretty much just confederate with 2 factions almost immediately early on in the game, and it's just like GG. Where's Samira? I can't believe that timed out like right before I got him. Samira over there really just like grabbing raptors in red really quick when we kill their jungler. Okay. But yeah, that seemed pretty OP. But I thought the best rework that I've seen in a while, or like big change to the game, was the Wood Elves. I really like that one. It made them feel unique, like local, but could go global. What the fuck is Samira doing? Honest to God, can we all just like get here? Why is Samira splitting? We're gonna throw, aren't we? No, let's not go in there. We don't have Samira. Like, actually. Oh, hi, Josh. Yeah, the sisters are cool, but I just like that mechanic. I played through it with the Dryad and the sisters. They're both fun, but that mechanic feels pretty cool. I like having to go through a quest chain to get a confederation, too. I really hope they nerf confederations a bit. And, Warhammer 3. I'm not insulting their mothers. It's not personal, man. It's just quit being bad in group. Like, that's it. Like, I don't care about this dude's personal life at all. I just want him on the same screen as everybody else. I'm sure he's an amazing person. This game should have been over like 10 minutes ago. Like, we've had a chokehold on him all game. I mean, they're double assassins. We're really far behind, and we have Dragon Soul. It's like 4 dragons to 0. We had a Baron. Like, we've aced them numerous times. Just Vlad keeps DCing and inting, and then Samira's just never there. Alright, let's just go get this. He's probably just gonna get away. Yeah, can we just get Baron? Yeah, let's get Baron. Inhibitor's not worth, like, Elder, basically. So now we have to trade. We're gonna get Baron and they're gonna get Elder. Jesus Christ. It's like, okay. We got Baron and we got Elder on the map. What are we gonna get? Let's go get red real quick. Now she's gonna get caught and blown up. Jesus. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone so willfully ignorant. Yeah, we're gonna get aced.
Enemy killing spree.
This, like, Vlad's just running it, and Samira just has no brain. Maybe Vlad can win this. Okay, yeah, he should be able to kill him. Kill the ward watching you. Use an auto attack on that ward. No, we couldn't.
Can't kill evil, but you can wear it like a sweep. This place will look different when we're in charge, Riku.
Didn't have Baron, didn't have enough minions, timers are not long enough, and 2 people were alive. No, the correct play was Baron, Elder. That was the correct play. Going for Inhibitor is greedy but doable if Samira stayed with us at Baron and then we all rotated over. God. Alright. I don't think our jungler is a problem. Graves is fine from what I can tell. It's the Samira and the Vlad just not being there. But we're gonna win anyways. I think from most of what I've seen, Graves was fine. It was just Samira randomly like going for jungle camps when we have huge advantages. She did that like twice. She went for Raptor's red and then started splitting top when we had just killed Rengar and we were pushing for middle and Baron was up in like 40 seconds. And then she did it again when we're all on Baron and she's trying to go get like their red buff and solo Elder when you know they're gonna run right there. How do we decide if it was a good Rakan game? I won. And he seemed pretty good in the game. I mean, I guess it is subjective, but... Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, I'll try to, like I said, I'll try to get some more Warhammer content out this week. I was just power leveling WoW, and now I'm just enjoying Final Fantasy 14. But Total War's good. What'd you miss? I mean, we were 1-1. I don't know what that emoji is. Is that lemonade? Milk? Mojito? I don't know. These like free emojis are pretty weird. We are on Adamantoise. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's go, Aphelios. Water? What's that for? Like, Oh, the hydrate emoji. Stay thirsty. Is that what the kids mean when they say someone's thirsty? They say, wow, that dude's thirsty. Man, that girl is very thirsty. No, I didn't start a free company yet. It's just a couple of people from WoW. Sharis and Ivern. And then John's on a different server. Maloon. The server might be full. There is a queue for me to get in sometimes. I think John said he couldn't join the server. I didn't realize it was that populated. I don't know why we chose that one. That's just where Ivern was. It might have been where Sharis already had a character. Because I know he had played it before. So I'm not really sure why we chose that one. But that's where we are. So it's like there's a lot of people, but I have not encountered anything where the population felt bad. I'm pretty sure there are cross-server dungeons. I'm like 99% sure. You can actually go visit another world, I'm pretty sure. If you go to the Aethernet thing or whatever in the main Minds and Limbs of Lamenza, I think you can go visit a world. I don't know what all like happens with that, but I think indefinitely they try to make it to where you can go play with friends on other servers. Did you post it? Can you post the poll, or do you want... I was going to post something like that, actually. Is this Aphelios going to be good or not? Yeah, I think so. They try to make it as easy as possible to have fun with your friends. Yeah. I'm not even really worried about the XP, honestly. Like, there's so much to do. Like, there are so many quests, and at least right now, I level up so fast. Maybe I will care about the XP bonuses later, but... for right now, I'm like skipping quests. Okay, I'll do it. I think I have to give... maybe I have to give people access. I don't know. I think the polls have been around for a while. I just haven't done it. This might be a dodge. Lilia mid. Yeah. He's just holding Q hostage because he's an ADC. He's just hoping someone will dodge. %, that's what's going on. He's clearly an ADC mid. No games on Lilia. Lilia ghost middle. He's just trying to throw the game. Which is sad. Because most other roles are pretty good. The Aphelios was... whatever, but... let me make sure I'm the one who ate the dodge for that. Okay, that's a good point for Dragon. I didn't think about that. Save the secondaries for any other roles that you want to level up. That's actually really smart. Because I was doing some of the secondaries, and I just stopped doing them because I was like, well, I don't really need to do them, you know? But yeah, you can do the class quests for your secondaries that you want to level up, but then you won't have the main storyline quests anymore. So that actually makes a lot of sense. Otherwise, you'd probably just have to grind or do dungeons or something. Because I would like to level up a Conjurer as well. Right now, I'm a Arcanist. Because I would like to have White Mage and Scholar and just try them out. Oh, I meant to see if I was locked out of that other one. Let me see. I might just go grab a drink. It's probably just like a couple of minutes. Yeah, it works. I mean, it works as well. It's just like a normal report. So... I mean, it's not going to be just that, right? It's almost never going to be, like, someone reports you in pre-lobby, and then, like, you're banned 10 minutes later, you know? Unless, if it was just, like, some kind of insane, you know, just racist speech or something like that. You know, super obvious Hail Hitler kind of stuff. Then yeah, maybe you'd get really fast results. But in general, it just goes in, you know, to the algorithm with everything else, right? And they're not going to discipline people just for having one or two questionable things going on. Especially stuff like that where the person doesn't type anything, they're just picking something that's super off meta. Like, it's very unlikely. Like, you'd have to do that a lot, probably, for there to be any kind of discipline. You'd have to get like 1,000 reports. But yeah, I mean, they're not going to do anything unless there's a big pattern, or unless you type something that is against TOS. And like very easily identifiable. We might just wait a couple minutes on this and just chat, since it's just a 5-minute one. I kind of don't want to, I don't know, just because this one's higher elo, and I'd rather just try to bump this one up on a 3-minute. But now if I have to dodge again, I have to take a 10, versus if I did the other account, I'd only have to take a 3. But whatever, we'll just wait a second. I'm going to go refill my drink really quick, and then we'll be back and we can hang it out. Summoner probably is fun. I was looking at White Mage. I haven't really looked at DPS stuff, but it would be cool. I think Ninja might require the Rogue Guild. There's a Rogue Guild in Limsa Lamenza, I know that. And then there's also a Marauder Guild. Oh, cool. But yeah, I believe Limsa has Rogue and Marauder and Arcanist. Those are the 3 that I've seen. I think the 3 capital cities all have a pretty even distribution of classes and roles you can play. Like, Limsa has Fishing, Culinarian, because I've got both of those, and then I've seen Rogue, Marauder, Arcanist, Armorer, I think is there. And there might be a couple other secondaries I didn't sign up for. I'm pretty sure there's a Rogue Guild. Let me see. It may not be in your town. I don't know anything about the desert. I started in Limsa Lamenza. Yeah, there's rogues in Limsa Lamenza. I don't know what they turn into. Their equipment is from blacksmith, leatherworkers, and goldsmiths. Hunting log, my first daggers, PvE actions. I think they turn into ninjas. Okay, the rogue can specialize into ninja. It says that's the only one that they specialize in. Okay, so Disciples of War are Pugilist, Lancer, Rogue, Archer, and then Marauder and Gladiator. It looks like you play those to get to tank classes. I don't know if all warriors like have to be tanks though. I don't know if you can have multiple roles on one champ, or like they have to be what it is. Are you saying you see that in the capital, or you see that under some kind of guide? I don't think the deity matters. I mean, I'm just looking on the wiki. Oh, okay. You have to be level 10 to get to Rogue. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, I guess, yeah, okay. I guess you have to be level 10. There are some that you have to be a little bit higher than that, I guess, but... Conjure, See, it says Conjure is DPS, though, but you can 100% become a Scholar off of that, and that's a healer. So these things may not necessarily be accurate. I don't know what you'd pick to get to Samurai. It might be its own thing. I don't know. Anyways, I've just been able to walk up and just talk to him at some point in Limsa Lamenza. So, and that's a ninja. I don't know what samurai. Some of these you just have to be a certain level and have an expansion, right? Like, isn't the Astrologian, isn't that like you have to have the first or second expansion and be level 30 or something? So there's no prerequisite class for that. You just have to have any class that's level 30, kind of like a Death Knight and like Wrath, something like that, I think. I don't know. I think the expansion classes are like that, where you start at the level where the expansion is, somewhere around where the level of the expansion is, I think. I'm sure Josh can clear it up for us in the chat, but I think that's how it works. The expansion classes don't require a specific original class. You just have to have any class at a certain level. Dude, I'd play a monk. Bring monk to classic. I always thought the healing of monks would be really fun. I don't think... In the history of WoW, I feel like there have not been that many points in time where monk healers were good. From what I remember, obviously I've missed a lot of stuff. Remember monk tanks being pretty good, and DPS being pretty good, and WoD. The Astrologian looked fun as hell. With healers, but it looked like they just nerfed the hell out of it and just like watered it down. It seems like an FF14. They watered it down so much. Is what it's because like each card used to do something different, and now it's like there's basically two choices from what I've read on the healer thing. It's like, okay, it's either a range DPS increase or a melee DPS increase. Deity doesn't matter anymore. From what I read, it used to give you some, like a very marginal amount of increase to resistances of certain schools, like fire or ice or whatever. So there was a little bit of a min-max element to it, but it doesn't do anything anymore. It's just for fun. We have enough engaged. You know? I'm kind of thinking Master Yi, right? Yeah, there's a lot. So Astrologian's like a mix, or it was supposed to be a mix between shielding class and like direct healing class, hot class, but you like pulled all these like tarot cards or whatever they were called, like these cards, and you would have to choose. You could throw the buff on one of your allies, and they're like 6 different kinds of buffs. So you had to choose where to throw it, or you could put it away and like save it for a bigger buff potentially after that. So it had lots of interesting choices and things you could do with these cards. And then you could either like, you had to choose before the fight whether you wanted to go into Diurnal Sect, which was like the shielding kind, or there was the other one that was like the hot kind. So it was like a pretty complex, fun class. But then from what I understand, they nerfed the shit out of it. Either this expansion or the expansion before that. So for the next expansion in November, I think they're making it a permanent, like, white mage-esque type of class, like direct healing. And then the Sage is supposed to be another shielder. From what I've heard. Kaisa's rolling her eyes right now. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. We gotta come up with a poll, too. I kind of like that. The polls are sort of fun. It does help the algorithm, but I think it just kind of keeps it lively too. If we can, what's the prop bet? What's the prop bet this game? Really? They let you go through all that crap and then tell you can't do it? That's kind of annoying. It should tell you full before it even does anything else. Oh. Okay, who's the solo lane? It's Vayne. Well, it's going to be Vayne. That's not really a bet. Vayne's top lane against Volibear. Okay, I didn't get healing, but... It doesn't. You can't do it together, but I like that You can just switch. That's one thing that's really cool in my mind. It's like, okay, new expansion, they nerfed the shit out of Astrologian. No problem. I can still keep my max level character and just play White Mage or just play Scholar. Or maybe there's something cool going on DPS. I could just switch over to DPS, like, without having to level up all these alts. ADC have more than 5. Alright, what can we make this poll? What's something that's like... Okay, Glacial Augment Brand. Hold on, let me say, get out of these emojis. How do I get the hell out of these emojis?
To Summoner's Rift.
Where's poll? I'm like caught in this stupid ass emoji game. Get out of that. How do I get out? Okay, keyboard, there we go.
30
Poll.
seconds until minions spawn.
Yes is for dominate. Sorry, I think I just left it as yes or no.
I'm free, and I am free because I'm bad.
Minions have spawned.
So no, sorry, no is for feed. Or I guess yes is for good, no is for not good.
Safety is boring, dude. Let's start a fight.
Oh, people looking for that domination.
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
Get everything for less? I'm not really sure. I'd have to look and see. I think Complete Edition gives you everything except for the upcoming expansion in November.
Safe is for nerds. I do danger.
A lot of believers in the brand, okay. We've played against Ezreal in every game, by the way.
World's gonna burn.
This is only the 3rd game. It's still 3 in a row. God, that Q is so fucking annoying. I think it's 40 from what I saw. The newest one's supposed to be 40. Yeah. I mean, it's the same as WoW's business model. Maybe a little cheaper, but... Hey, Ezreal's almost out of mana, because I made him E. It's bad that I ate... I think I ate a brand ability when I did that, though. Probably, yeah. There's probably about $100. You do get a month's worth of free game time, I think, if you buy the complete edition. You can play for free up to level 60, though.
I only believe in myself.
That's just how a lot of these, you know, expansion kind of games, just $100 if it's a franchise, pretty much. A lot of them are. Total War or anything else, you want everything. No, I don't think it includes the X-Pack. If you wait long enough, they might have something that includes the X-Pack in the complete edition, but... Oh my god, can I move yet?
Too slow.
Living the dream.
I can't believe he hit me with the stun before I was able to E back out. Brand out of mana yet? No. He does have pretty low mana cost. I can't believe he got to E forward without punishment. Okay, 8 a tower shot. Really? I cannot believe Guardian did not trigger there.
Forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness, the Prince of Evil, the Emperor. Life sucks when it's easy, but it is less complicated.
And we're still even on CS for now. They're out of mana. I mean, if I get one more shield, I might be able to kill him. He's got like one more W. Yeah, he really wants it.
That's one.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation. This dance floor has one too many.
An ally has been slain.
Sometimes we agents of darkness need a break.
I don't know. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Just on the free trial. I mean, not having the market board can kind of be annoying. I'm sure I'll need that at some point, but
An enemy has been slain.
like just you can just buy a lot of the very basic ingredients, for like culinary and stuff like that to make your things at like really cheap costs. Brand just got clowned on. That's right.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, we've had a lot of that too lately, Jacob. This happens. You just gotta figure out how to win. I just ran out of stuff. God, I wish Lilia was here though. If Lilia just curled down instead of doing dragon, I mean, it's cool to get dragon, but she could have had kills and then dragon. Yeah, and now she's gonna die.
Ally has been slain.
Yep. Should have done dragon, or should have come down here and then double kill them, and then we could have done dragon safely. That was extremely weird that Vayne, like, is roaming around the map, though. But it is what it is, you know?
I am mad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm mad.
Killing spree.
They just switched lanes? Is that what it is?
Riku, I did not rescue you from a cold dead planet so you could laugh at me. I rescued you so you could look in the mirror and tell me I look good.
I don't know why he just didn't go for Brand. Like, you're not going to get the Ezreal.
Two down.
About to run out of mana there. River Vein, that's right.
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
Seems like Dark Harvest might have been good there. He may have honestly just made a mistake, though. Like, I've done that before, you know. Just taking the wrong runes.
Your team has destroyed
How did the Star Guardians see anything? Their sparkles are so darn sparkly.
Should have asked maybe about Vayne Top. Vayne Top's doing pretty well, though. Just, Alistar is getting the maximum, well, I say something good about him and then immediately just ends. I was going to say Alistar, the bear, has been doing, like, a pretty good job of punishing that roam, but then he just runs in and ends. Like, the best case scenario is he gets a kill and dies. Like, I just hate those kinds of things. Where it's like, dude, you know you're going to die, why are you doing that? It's like, a trade is not good. Unless you're in a bad situation, like, if you're in a dominant situation like that, you just took all the towers, you killed somebody, like, trading is bad. Huh. I was down pretty low, true.
Self-control is for stars.
Maybe they're fighting and not paying attention. Okay, alright, I'm coming back now. Get some wards while we're moving. She didn't have ult? I thought she was just gonna ult and get the ISO Q on him. I guess that works too, but that's a small wave. I don't know about this.
unstoppable.
I only believe in myself.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Universe tends to I'm just helping it along.
Poppy's obviously really annoying to go into.
Killing spree.
Just had to play around her little thing.
Good guy.
Shit.
Has been destroyed.
What? How did she die? Oh, the ice, the passive blew up.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Able to glamour my character how I like him. Just pants and boots. Viking braids. So he's like just a berserker. I don't know a ton about the glamoring. Is that like an actual craft? That you have to level up or something? There was something like that that I thought was... Oh, there's like dyes and stuff, right? But some dyes are used to make clothing. I haven't looked into the dye thing. I know, but is it like of specific gear? Or is it like you can just alter certain things? Like, can you just make him shirtless? Oh, it's just transmog. Okay. So the dyes are just used to, like, make certain things, like craftable gears. You can't just actually change the color of your whatever from red to green. Shit, I should have just gone for the brand. Why does everybody go for the dude that, like, has 3 flashes? You know, or a million flashes? Everybody wants to kill, like... Oh, I forgot it turns off the tower. Nice. Oh, you can change the color on gear with dye. Okay, that's actually really cool. Is dye, is it just for cosmetic stuff, or do you need it to craft certain things? Really? How the hell are they on our tier 2? Are we just racing? I thought we were hard winning this game. How is this like... What? Weren't we up 2 towers to 0 top? Wasn't it 2 towers to 0 top, and all of a sudden they just got 3 towers plus inhibitor? Let's see. I think we just go... Just still Zeke's. That's just kind of what everybody's doing. I just need to... go meta here and get some wins. You can change it later at a hairdresser. Okay. Actual pieces of gear. That's kind of cool. This Kai'Sa's playing pretty well. I have not been impressed with Kai'Sa's as of late, but... Okay, I thought there'd be at least one more person with her. Is Vayne gonna go for the big play? Yep. Vayne going for the big one. Shit, they're just gonna run it up middle, aren't they, with Rift? She should be dead, right? Kai'Sa doesn't have ult. Okay. I guess we're not gonna get another charge in. Wow. I like the thought process going for objectives, but this Lilia can... It's just... It's too much. It's like, dude, do the play with your team and then go get the objectives. I mean, I'm still playing League. Or, WoW, but yeah, I've been playing FF14 some. I mean, I'm pretty much raid locked in WoW. I just figured out TK has an attunement. I didn't realize that. So I've got to do that attunement. But other than that, I'm like maxed out on everything, so. What the fuck? Brand still burned me out? Oh my god. Dude, how are we losing this? This is like, we were so far ahead. I think we were up like 4 or 5 towers. We still win every clean fight. It's just constantly just getting caught over and over and over and over and over again. Huh. Well, the good news is you can just choose a bunch of different classes if you want. It was that like triple tower inhibitor randomly top that... Dude, are you fucking kidding me right now? This Lilia, I swear to God. Unbelievable. Literally all she does is just W and smite. Like that W hits like a truck. I mean, you could say maybe we shouldn't do the 50-50 Baron, but they didn't have any vision. I don't think. That ward's actually in a really terrible place, so they may have had vision. I don't know why people can't understand wards. Okay, where's the rest of their team? They're like pushing bottom or something? There's 3 of them are dead. Huh. That'd be nice, yeah. I haven't done the carpenter thing yet. If you can get land, I imagine on a really busy server like that, it's supposed to be pretty hard to get a plot, but you might be able to sell it. Alright, I think we just got it back, right? I mean, Vayne's just gonna take an inhibitor. Maybe Kaisa can match her? Okay. Alright, Vayne backed. Okay. They just like are having an insane collapse. Just mental breakdown here. Alright, let's back up. Can we? Or, I mean, it's Baron minions. I guess there's nothing else to get, but... Okay, yeah, maybe we just win. Did we get the Vayne? No shit. Okay, we got it. Wow, they just like... It's mental boom. We threw somehow in the mid game really hard and lost everything top. And then I don't even know, how did they even die? They just kept running it up middle, just piling in, and we just killed them over and over again. We don't do fancy here. West Virginia, hell yeah. I'm not gonna say that Lilia carried us. We did all right down the stretch. I think it was the Volibear, but the Kaisa did well too. Never a more balanced Yone than this one. Well, she just threw at the end like this. Lissandra's mad. It's like, yeah, dude, but you threw down. I would much rather see her in the jungle than in mid lane. Well, Leah did get some buffs on this patch, didn't she? I kind of forgot about that for a second, but I still don't think mid lane, maybe top, but I think she should mostly be in the jungle. Oh, a carpenter makes canes? Canes and wands? Are canes a thing for a conjurer? I'm just looking this up on the side here. I guess goldsmiths make a lot of stuff. Earrings, bracelets, necklaces, and rings. Kind of every class is going to want those. So goldsmiths are probably pretty legit. Is there anyone that does the materia? Like a materia smith? Or is that goldsmith? I guess I could just click on it and see. Or do you just find materia? I think there's a materia vendor. But do they shape it or anything? Are they like a, what is it, the gemming or whatever in WoW? Oh, this is just the gear they use, not the gear they make. I'm already like trying to do culinary, fishing, and then I need to get the airship so I can get over to Gridania to do botany, weaver, and alchemist. I'm already trying to do 5. It took me 3 days to figure out glamour. I would say the crafting is like, has to be some of the best crafting around, right? I mean, it 100% the crafting makes like WoW's professions look like a complete joke. I was surprised just how intricate the cooking can be. Like there are different skills. You're like, okay, do I try to make it high quality? You can like use the skill to make it high quality, to like change the durability of your pan so it lasts longer, and you can like throw in extra ingredients and all this crap. Yeah, I'll tell you, earlier today my fishing was level 27 and my like main class, my arcanist, was level 13. The only reason I didn't level fishing more is like the next quest I have to go to Gridania, and the only way to get there is with an airship. So I want to play Lulu here, but I just can't, man. I need wins. I need to at least get back to P3. But yeah, that completely blows WoW out of the water. Not even close professions. I still like, you know, a good chunk of what WoW does, but I think early leveling is like vastly superior, and the crafting is vastly superior. I can say that for sure. I haven't done the raiding yet. Or like a lot of the healing, you know. We've got some. You do not have as many skills early. But to be fair, in WoW, like, you have all these skills on most classes, but you really only use like 2 or 3 of them. So I don't imagine that you're going to use every skill as a healer, but there are a lot of like little buffs off global cooldowns and stuff like that, at least on the Scholar and the White Mage. And I imagine other classes are similar, where it feels like you're probably going to be using more buttons. Yeah, it is cool that like it's its own class. Like you have to, even gathering versus actual crafting is different gear, which is kind of cool, I think. And I like the idea of like the high quality versus not high quality. Like sometimes you're not forced into going high quality, but if you want to go for that little bonus, you can get extra for quests if you do it, and it does have some extra stats, and you get more experience for doing it. So it's fun to go for it, But at least so far, it doesn't feel like a complete waste if you just get normal quality stuff too. I thought that was looking pretty good. I didn't scout it. Maybe there was something sketch going on there, but... But yeah, I'm really digging that. And I love that there's like a quest, like every 5 levels for everything that you like go do something special. And you get, that gives you extra gear. Like when you progress it, it feels nice because you get extra gear relevant for that class. You learn new recipes and all that kind of stuff. One thing I do like about WoW sometimes is like the rare recipes that you have to like really go out of your way to get. Can be kind of fun to try to like hunt those down, or like a really weird quest. You know, like it feels like, wow, I got a really good enchantment, like when you get Mongoose or something. How do I see where quest turn-ins are on the map? The map's a little weird that I've had to operate under, but you can click on the quest, like the quest log off to the right, and it'll show you where it is on the map. That's probably the easiest way to see it. And then there's also the, if you just press map, you can zoom out a little bit. The map that shows up on the left with M, you can zoom out and it'll see the little, you'll see little yellow things on the map. And that's where you can turn in quests. I think it's yellow. It might be green. Yellow might be where you get it and green's where you turn it in. But yeah, just click on the name of the quest on the right and then you can press map on that and it'll show you on the map where it is. Which that's very nice too, compared to classic WoW. Now you can get, you can obviously get questy, and most people do. Like there are add-ons that do a lot of the stuff, but it is nice that it's just integrated right on the game. Yeah, you got to click on the quest name, I think, and that helps out. But yeah, so far it's been pretty much all good. I haven't had it. It is a little rough when you die. I'll tell you that. It is punishing. I've died like twice. And just crazy, like I pulled way too many things on like a fate or whatever, which those are pretty cool too. But it takes you all the way back to where, I think it takes you to where your hearth is, basically. And I just always have my hearth in Limsa Lamensa, so whenever I'm like pretty far away, it is Adamantoise, yes. Whenever I'm pretty far away, that's sort of annoying. Okay, we can close this poll and come up with another one. Good participation on these polls, guys. That's cool. Getting a pretty good chunk of votes. And that is kind of fun. I'll see if I can come up with some more creative stuff. Am I going to play Rakan or not? We can make that a poll. I do like how you can pay money to just pop right over to an Aetheryte where you've already been. Like, and not have to wait on a flight path. Or you can do the cheap Chocobo if you want to save some money. It feels like it's just the right amount where, like, I need to consider it. You know, like 150 gil or whatever early. You can do it, but you don't want to do it all the time, probably. I've had more than enough money for everything so far, but I haven't bought any gear from shops, and I haven't had to pay a lot of money for ingredients yet. So... Huh. Yeah, you do a bunch of running around the city. You can just do the main storyline. It'll tell you in the upper left what the main story quest is. Just do that. Alright, this looks pretty good. Let me see here. Yeah, there are 3 major cities. I kind of like the opening. It's pretty cool. Oh, we got Tom. Is that guy good on Akali? Alright, it was looking good. The Jhin is very good statistically. It's actually very beneficial. Someone said this earlier. I don't remember if it was Josh or somebody else, but because you can switch classes later on just at will. You're just tired of playing something, you play something else, and so you can retain like your high level and your place in the storyline, so you don't have to do it over again. But then you won't have main storyline quests again for the XP. You'll have class quests that can help you out, but you won't have the main storyline quests. So saving those side quests for like when slash, or I guess I was going to say if slash when, probably on the when you decide to try something else out, you'll have those side quests to help you out. And you can do the side quests from all the different places, I think, too. Like, there are 3 different major capital cities. So, there's just so many quests. You don't need them to level up. Like, you'll level up really fast just off of main story quest and your class quests. Oh, yeah, turned on level 5. Yeah, but I don't know. To me, I think it's great, and I really like the music is great. That's not something usually I pay attention to too much, but that is kind of a little biased because I grew up with those songs, and it's very nostalgic, and I've always really liked the art and the music of the Final Fantasy series. Okay, what do we do for a poll on this one? What do you guys think? What would be fun? Sorry, I was too busy talking about other stuff. Tom Kench, dominate or fail?
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
We'll try to quantify it. We'll see if we can make some quantifiable stuff. Yeah, you go through those 7 tutorial missions. I found that too, and that was actually like really good gear. I stumbled across it trying to get the airship. I wondered why that wasn't earlier in the game. But they're trying to give you that before your first dungeon, I think. I have no love for the frog. What do you guys think about these polls? I think this is kind of fun. Make the stream a little more interactive. I think I interact quite a bit, hopefully. I try to talk with you guys a lot. But that's just one extra tool. It seems kind of alright. Never would have found it. I think you have to be level 5 before you can do, like, the profession quests, or whatever they're called. Disciple of the Land type of stuff. Everybody's playing these, like, poke lanes. It seems in a lot, like, Lux and Xerath. It just... Everybody's... Like, I don't remember the last time I saw Leona. What the fuck? Really? Oh my gosh. He needed to not get binded there. All I had to do is not get binded. They really need to make this W cooldown like 16 seconds instead of 18. Okay. The Marauder quest is on the highest level. The Marauder Guild is at the very top, near the Culinarians Guild. I'm kind of lost in a lot of Lemza, but I know that place because I go to the Culinarians Guild a lot. Oh, we got some Tom Believers. Do I just go... Maybe I just go lock it again here. Help out versus Eve. Yeah, there's like 3 different levels, I think. Or at least 2 different levels. I guess if you include the airship, 3. Make sure you're touching all of the crystals. Everywhere you see a blue crystal on the map, touch it. And then you can just kind of fast travel to all the different places. It's a very big town. You also have sprint, don't forget that. It's like a 1-minute cooldown, but it should be on your action bar. You can press it and run pretty fast for like 20 seconds. Took me a little while to figure out that that I had sprint. Yeah, and I'm Feronia Abraxas on there, so like my 2 WoW names. If you want to send me a friend request. Can't chat and like whisper people, but I can join a party with you and chat. If you want to do that, although some quests don't allow you to party. But I'll probably end up buying the main game. I'm just trying to get my, you know, maybe a month's worth of free play time to get to 60. I'll probably blow through that in like a week, but I'm trying to make the most of it with the professions and all that stuff. I'll probably eventually just like need the market board or something for my professions and not want to go to the 4 corners of the earth to grab some rare ass herb that's like someone selling for pennies on the dollar on the auction house. So it was kind of getting that way a little bit with culinary. Like there were some really weird ingredients that I couldn't buy from the shop. Some apples or some shit that like were probably from Gridania or something that somebody sells for, you know, 5 gil, but I would have to run across the earth to go get them. So that's the one thing that'll probably draw me into paying the full thing earlier, is just wanting to see the market board. That is kind of a weird restriction, but at the same time, you can't complain about getting to play the whole game, game time plus the game, you know, to level 60. That's an extremely generous free trial. If the trial is, you know, the purpose is supposed to be to see if you enjoy the game, that's, you know, probably at least over 50 hours of content for most people. You automatically get new spells, and they show up on your hotbar, which is solid. And I think they rank up for free too. I don't believe there are talents. I know there are traits, but I don't know if you have to choose. That's one thing, is I kind of do wish like there were some choices you had to make in terms of, you know, talents or whatever, but yeah, you have to do like class quests. But you should be doing those anyways. They have good rewards, and they tell part of a story. It's every, like, 5 levels. Oh, God. I was gonna W into the Caitlyn, but Lux would have got me anyways. Lux is actually kind of an annoying one in lane to deal with as Rakan. A lot of these kind of pokey champions are pretty annoying pre-6. But, like, post-6, unless you're too far behind, you can get back in the game. Yeah, everybody's playing these, like, deep siege comps right now. I don't know what's up. I guess that's what everyone's talking about in Pro right now, right? I haven't followed it too closely, but I don't remember how you add a friend. I just keep accepting. Um, Alright, let's see if we can get some wards down here before we back. At least get a couple of easy ones.
Being bad just feels so good.
0 and then go to player search. Yeah, I had to learn a lot of the keys. Oh, I could have maybe stayed and made a play on that middle. I think Viego should be able to clean that up. Yeah. I don't want to be too far behind with Jhin either. Little blue deer on the marketplace. There's probably a lot of cool stuff.
It's not that I completely lost my sense of calm. It's that the light inside me died a long time ago, leaving a dark, very good.
This is probably warded, but it should be okay. Eve's middle. Yeah, Eve's just letting it go. Shit, she got me. If she didn't get me there, I think we could turn this. Well, I guess we got Caitlyn's flash. I really wanted to flash for it, but Viego gave up on it. I think we could have had the Kate. If I just flashed W, knocked her up, and then Viego went for the stun. Did he use his stun to get the flash off of her? Yeah, it was kind of weird. I didn't think he used the stun. He just kind of gave up on it. I mean, she was close to her tower. If Eve was in the tri-bush or something, like, that would have been bad. So, I mean, he's probably right. I just misread it, I think. Oh my god. So many ranged things. I think it can work offline because I've had one waiting on me when I've signed in before.
I am bad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm bad.
It can be a little confusing. Which class are you trying to get in Limsa Lamenza?
Self-control is stars. I choose fun.
Marauder? Okay, so go to the upper decks. Just look on the map, you'll see staircases that will say, like, upper decks. Maybe you can only accept on a trial. Maybe you can't add. I've definitely accepted. Get wrecked. But go to the upper decks, and then the very, very top of the map. Across, you'll go across like some bridges. That's where it is.
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
It's near, like, go to Aft Castle. That's the Aetheryte one that you'll see. And then just go, like, straight north from there. Or if you see the Culinarians Guild, like the big restaurant place, it'll tell you when you touch the blue crystal each time you synchronize, it'll tell you which crystal it is. So if you find Culinarians Guild, Just go to the northeast of that. If you find aft castle, just go straight north on the upper decks. Very northeastern part on the map you can get to on upper decks, I think. Kench is toeing the line. He's got that 1 KDA, baby. It is hard for Kench to get assists, maybe. Oh, she missed? Ah. Damn it. I dodged the Lux, but got hit by the Caitlyn net. I needed to strafe that. They're so hard to engage into without a flank. Well, I mean, they have to win hard early, I think, and they're just basically going even with us, so. You do auto-loot stuff, yeah. I really like that a lot. I don't even have to press it. Dude, the bag space is tremendous early on. You might have a problem later, but my god, it's like you have, I don't even know, like 40 slot bags to start with. No, I don't think you have a bank. I think when you pay for the game, you can get a retainer, which I think is like their bank. It's like a mobile bank, I believe. No! Damn it. Alright. Oh, we got her flash. Okay, you might have my name wrong. It's Feronia, then Abraxas with 2 B's. I can spell it out. I mean,
An enemy has been slain.
there we go.
Thanks, Riku.
I don't know if you need first and last name or what, but
World's gonna burn.
damn, I still don't have. I guess I haven't really been able to go on him that much. Oh, Tom Kinch is there. He's at 3. What if it's a split? What if he gets exactly 3? I need to go into the bookie business. House wins on 3.
Cloak is woven from the whispers of the galaxy. Ooh, swishes. Swish, swish.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay, there's the E. There's the Q. Real? For real. Shit, really? Oh my god. They're playing so cautiously down here.
Smile. Everyone is watching.
Look at items. Gale Force versus Gale Force. Yeah, I don't know what Marauders turn into. Do they? I think they're. I know they're warriors, because that's what Asmongold wanted to be. I don't. Are there any multi-class roles? Like warriors have to be tanks, right? Like warriors, Dark Knights, and is it Dragoons? Paladins. Dragoon might be DPS. Oh shit! Really? Dude, how the long am I CC'd? God bless. I say it every game.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh, you're just going through that to get to Ninja. Okay, gotcha. Maybe I just need to take the tenacity rune more. I just mean, like, can you be a certain class and either tank or DPS or heal or DPS? The thing is that healers already are supposed to DPS quite a bit, so that's what I meant. Like, different roles within a fight. I don't know what the proper terminology would be in WoW terms, but nah, she didn't have any cooldowns left, hardly. But there are some support, like, okay, yeah. So it's like technically DPS, but do support like things. What's up, Sharth? That's what I thought. I'm totally cool with that. It's because there are so many classes. There's like 15 or 16 classes or something. Like, it's cool that, like, in Burning Crusade, you know, like, druids can be, you know, 4 different things on one character, but you can do that with anything, you know, in Final Fantasy. As long as you have different gear sets, which you need in Burning Crusade Classic, too. I guess, like, Feral and Tank, you still need pretty different gear. But yeah, so I'm totally fine with that, just because there is such a multiplicity of classes, and that you can do it all on one character. What the f- Well, he almost got out of that. That was actually pretty good from him, trying to get away. Oh, oh! Made it! He had a 5-to-1 KDA, the believers. Gotta admit, I would have been an unbeliever, but the believers and the frog. Got it done. I haven't seen Dom casting LPL. I'll have to check it out. They did play Shaco. Does he hate Shaco or something? I think... hasn't the poll been right every time? I think the poll's been right every game so far. We got some smart viewers. Wait, did we get brand right? I think people may have believed in the brand. I think we're 2-1 on the polls. I can't remember. Are we 3-0 in a night? I think we're 3-0. 3 games of Rakan, 3 wins. It's weird. Have you done any end game, Sharis? I think, how far up did you get? Because I was really thinking of switching over to White Mage. I'm just not sure. My read on it is that, you know, obviously White Mage is going to have better regen and stronger direct heals. But, I mean, Scholar has, like, big shields and big mitigation. That's obvious, but it looks like the White Mage probably does more damage, and specifically, like, AoE damage. And I didn't know, like, who has better mana management. Oh, okay. They both look pretty fun. Like, Scholar does have more, like, it's really important, like, combo pieces to put together. Like, they have one that you can do where you crit on this spell, Ad Loquium, which puts this big-ass shield on your tank. Then you have, like, a 2-minute cooldown where you can put the shield on everybody on your team. So, obviously, setting up something like that before a really big hit from a boss would be very nice. But then also just keeping regen on the boss, and doing, like, heavier AoE damage seems like that'd be pretty good, too. Oh, this wiki's not up to date either, because it only goes to level 50 on stuff. So, they both look fun though. Big booms. A healer that... Oh, you mean... I see what you're saying. Where you can be level 30 and be a healer, or... Regen pulls a lot of hate. Yeah, I'll have to see how that works. In WoW, you don't get any threat until the person takes damage on the HOTS. So it's only gives you threat for the damage that you take. The initial cast might give you some, but it's a very negligible amount. So that's why I can just, like, hot the shit out of, you know, tanks before pulls, and it doesn't matter until they take damage. Like, ranged, you have to be careful with ranged, because if ranged stuff starts hitting your tank before your tank hits the ranged stuff, that's when you can get into trouble with your HOTS. But otherwise, just hot the hell out of them. Oh, okay. Scholars and Summoners. Summoners, I've heard, are really fun, but, like, hard to play. One of the harder DPS classes to play. I don't think they... I don't know. I'm not, like, super up on the current, like, meta, but... I know Black Mage is supposed to be, like, the super skill check. Like, a lot of the top people do Black Mage. Because, like, you have to stand and cast, like, really long cast spells that can hit like a truck if you do it right. Yeah. But since you have to move so much in so many fights, you really have to know exactly where you can stand, you know, without having to move too much. Yeah, exactly. It's because of their positioning, I think. And they have, like, combos and stuff, and if you drop part of it, if you just have, like, downtime, you just lose out big time. Who's the one class that gets, like, just almost always seems to get the short end of the stick? I think it's the Mechanist. Machinist, whatever. What are we... Shaco or Teemo? We could bet here. I can't do a poll for it right now, but y'all think it's Shaco support or Teemo support? It's probably Shaco and Teemo top, and then Viego jungle, right? Wait, no, it's Rel. I forgot about Rel. Okay, so it is Teemo top. Yeah, the Machinist looks cool, but I've heard their numbers are just always down, and if people want the support ranged class, it would probably just be Bard. Well, it's usually... Isn't it like 2 ranged DPS, 2 melee DPS often? I think there are a lot of choices. Or, like, not a ton, but there's some flexibility in the roles that are, like, alright. I think Ninja's usually pretty wanted, right? Because... Don't they, like, they have some kind of debuff that, like, adds extra damage or something? I feel like I saw Dragoons quite a bit, too. But I've watched it over different expansions, very, like, ultra casually. Then I think any of the healers can be, like, pretty solid. You just don't want 2 of the same type. So you don't want... Ideally, you don't have, like, 2 white mages or 2 scholars.
This place will look different when we're in charge, Riku. More dark
30
matter.
seconds until minions spawn.
As far as the eye can see. I do what I want. No star can say the same.
Yeah, I don't really know about DPS or tanks. I spent most of the time watching healers a little bit.
Minions have
That fishing meta. Oh, did you see my rank on fishing? Can you see my levels on things? What? I'm like level 27 fisher, and then I think I was level 17. Earlier today I was 13 13 Arcanists and 27 fish. The only reason I like kind of stopped fishing and did more Arcanist stuff is because I need to get over to Gridania and I have to be so far in the main storyline to get access to the airship.
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
Okay. So yeah, they're right there for sure. Okay, wow. That was a nice hit. Okay. I was hoping I could predict his flash, but...
Perfection doesn't exist, except for my hair.
So that's why I went, like, behind him. But he did end up having to use both sums anyways. The fact that he just stutter stepped backward let Kaisa start hitting him, so it was kind of the same result. I think if I went right on him, he would have flashed anyways. I was hoping he'd just panic flash. Now, Shaco's over here. We did not invade and take Shaco's stuff. Okay.
First blood.
Way more fun given the rules.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Forget my name, just call for the Lord.
Alright. Should be, yeah, it's pushing towards us. That's gonna be a nice wave.
When Zaya and I were abandoned on the
I keep winning with this, locket. I'm just gonna keep trying to lock it out. It's very good against a lot of these kind of burst comps. Prof with the fishing meta. It's fun. I'm digging the professions just as much, possibly even more, in the early game questing with the main quest line. Not to say the main quest line's bad, it's just the professions are that good.
Being bad feels so good.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Tempest Keep, just speaking of WoW, had like a very long attunement process. I keep hearing I saw everyone typing the Cipher of Damnation. I thought it was just some like random quest like the Blood Sport or whatever. It just doesn't matter in the end. But that's actually the attunement quest. So I probably should have been doing some of those ciphers. I just logged on the other day and someone asked me if I'd done it, and I was like, what do you mean?
Self-control is for starters.
So I gotta make sure I do that. It's a bunch of stuff in Shadow Moon Valley. Y'all probably know about it. I'm just the only one that doesn't. Shadow Moon Valley, then you gotta do like 4 heroics. It's about as long or longer than Karazhan's. I think it's longer. Back in the day, I think we just ended up doing it so late in the expansion life cycle that there just wasn't an attunement. I thought it was just kill Gruul. Because I do not remember having to do that quest line back in the day for TK. I thought it was literally just kill Gruul and that's it. I think they nerfed it in later patches. Like in the Zulamon or something. What do you mean you got me? I got him. I don't know. What does he mean by just play safe? We're murdering him. I'm so confused. Like, I got him. He's the one that got engaged on. And we're winning because we're not playing super safe. Oh, I guess, is he talking to Alawi? Oh, I forgot to do a poll this time. Did I or did I not?
I only believe in myself. And science.
There we go. Yeah, doing the attunements on multiple characters would be very annoying. FF14, it's any attunements or main storyline or whatever is basically account bound. But yeah, doing it on multiple characters would suck. Like, trying to go back through on the priest was just annoying. Well, most of that was just trying to get like dungeon groups, even as a healer after that first wave of people leveling up was kind of tricky. Free spins!
Looks good, guys.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like, attunements should be, like, feel fun to, like, work up towards. These Kaisas have been playing really well. I'm kind of regretting putting her in tier 3 on my ADC tier list. Maybe I just had seen bad ones for a couple of days in a row, but ADCs have been pretty good from what I remember today.
Sometimes you can use the darkness in the brain.
You have slain an enemy. Rampage.
You are a little light on the mana regen, though, with this build. No, I really don't play a lot of rotating game modes. Okay. I mean, maybe. Let's see. I need 180. That was cool how Lowy just gave it in. She's like, oh, I guess I don't need to be here. Well, she did get top lane already. How did she take top against Teemo? I guess with ganks. Maybe greed out for one more. Dragon's up in 15. I think we're overstaying. But no, I don't play the for fun game modes. I'm sure they probably are fun, honestly. It's just, historically, I get the most viewers, and people tend to just really want to see ranked the most. But I think attunements are cool when done properly, when it feels like a build-up, like you're working towards something fun. Especially if there's like an interesting story behind it. Like, I think the Onyxia one is pretty cool, like, story-wise. The Karazhan one's alright. I don't remember all the story behind it, but... And I'm gonna have to get revered with the Shatar to do heroic Arcatraz. I didn't think I'd need to get revered. That's the only place I'm not revered with to do heroics. Okay, there's Shaco. Really? They didn't have it warded. Wow. I can't believe he started running away literally immediately. That was pretty forced, but we were so far ahead. I thought we'd get him. It's cool to do once. Yeah. That is one thing that I do like about Final Fantasy that I mentioned before. You only have to do the main story once, which I assume includes attunements to things. And then you have like class quests, so you still have stuff you're supposed to do. You're just not handed all the power immediately. It just seems a lot friendlier towards alts, basically, if you want to play other stuff. Which is cool. Again, I intend to play both. I'm not like not playing WoW, but I am appreciating a lot of the stuff in Final Fantasy. And it really doesn't even take me like that. Like WoW doesn't even really take any time right now. I need to put down these control wards. I think I've had them in my inventory forever. Because I just figured out some auction house stuff I can do, and like back in the day I used to have to, one thing why I didn't get it on original classic WoW, and it may have been different with original classic, but when I played TBC originally, you know, I'd have to grind for like 4 hours to get my consumables, you know, get my flask and get, you know, everything else I needed for a raid. So the raid itself would, you know, it'd be raiding for 3 or 4 hours, and then I would be, you know, getting consumes for 3 or 4 hours. So, you know, it was like almost 8 hours a day, but now the raids are like 3 hours 2 days a week. I mean, the Mag Gruul one is like an hour and a half for this tier. I think it'll be more next tier. But like the consumables I can get in like an hour or less. I feel like some stuff, it's a combination of some stuff being cheaper and just me being a lot smarter about how to get gold. But that's awesome, because then, you know, I can go do other games and do other things during the week, which is cool. I was really afraid as a healer that I wouldn't be able to like get any gold, that I wouldn't be able to afford consumables unless I switched over to DPS and farmed, but with professions, you know, in the auction house and stuff, you can make pretty good money no matter what you do. Whether you're a healer, tank, whatever. At least in my experience of what I've been doing. Did we get him? Okay, we got him. Why don't I do Google Docs for tier lists anymore? This just seemed a lot more kind of like visual friendly.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm not sure how many people actually looked at the Google Docs. I'm sure there were some people, but I think just having that visual representation, I don't know. Seems like that was nice for people, especially people that just don't have time to watch the whole thing, just want to watch some of it, and like, it just seemed a lot more visual. Now, I did have links to like mini guides on them, which I guess was pretty cool with the Google Docs, but saves a lot of time too. But it just did not seem like it had as much production value just reading off of a text Google Doc versus having that visual, you know, with the pictures of the champs on it. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but a link to the guides was kind of cool, the little mini guides, but that took a little while, like, to keep up to date and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it did work better. I did have, you know, back in the day when I did that, I did have more viewers, but I'm not viewers of the guides. I'm not sure if that had a lot to do with it, but I think it's more just there's so many more people right now that are doing like the, you know, teaching / analytical league than there was when I started. When I started, I feel like almost everything was either really high-level expert play or like meme stuff, like bro fresco kind of stuff. Which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's part of why I thought I had like a good niche. But then, you know, a year or two after I started, you started getting Mobalytics was probably the first one that really started like offering, you know, big corporate analysis. And then you saw like pro guides after that, and then just an onslaught of more and more and more big money stuff, and also smaller content creators, especially support content creators, because there were virtually none. There were some before, but I think that's the biggest thing that's kind of driven the, you know, steady sort of decline in my viewership on the guides. On the channel, you know, we recently last year had hundreds and hundreds of people viewing it. That was just an algorithm thing. But like as far as like the tier lists and stuff, I think it's primarily just there's more competition out there, and my production value is pretty low, and my rank, frankly, compared to a lot of other people that are doing that stuff, is pretty low. You know, with the pro guides and Mobalytics, you get tier lists that are supposedly written by, you know, these challengers and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, that's going to be big in terms of credentials, but I'm really happy all of y'all stick with me. I think my analysis is pretty good. I know people disagree with it a lot. Obviously, I'm not a pro player, but hopefully people get something out of it that I think is cool. There's a decent chunk of like pro players and people like that that are just kind of out of touch with the silver to platinum sort of brackets. Although many of them have started doing sort of a high elo and low elo, you know, brackets. But well, it's already 320. We won what, 4 in a row? But I'm gonna stick with it. You know, after I finish the dissertation, you know, maybe I can spend some more. There's just a lot more money going into it too. That's another thing where people are just spending so much money on advertising, full-time, like editors and content creators. Like there are some people, I know there's a lot of people that just actually lose money on their channel just to get the production value higher in the hopes of growing. Now it does pay off sometimes, but just like everyone and their mom has an editor. And I looked it up and I was like, what's the cost of like a YouTube editor? And it's a freaking lot, as you would expect most of the time. So freelance video editors typically charge a per hour or per day. Professional rates are $30 to $150 an hour based on experience. And it's about $350 to $400 on average to edit a 3-minute pre-shot video. Now, you can probably find them for cheaper than that, but, you know, for a simple YouTube videos like that don't require much work, you could be charged anywhere between $35 an hour to $50 an hour for a light amount of work. It also depends on your experience. You could get more. So it's just like insane. Like, just for reference, how much you actually get, like advertising wise, before taxes and everything else. And this is the amount of people that watch a video is what they count, not the people with ad blocks or the people who don't get served ads. For every 1,000 people that actually watch an ad, skipping is fine, but people who watch it, and so it's probably like maybe 1 out of 3, maybe is a generous number. It's probably way lower than that, but like 1 out of 3, it's $3 per 1,000. So if you think, okay, even on a 5,000 view video, of those people, like how many ads are there going to be? Maybe 1,500, maybe 2,000 of those 5,000 people watch an ad. Again, I think it's probably way lower than that. But even if that's the case, that's $6 for a video. And even if it's just one of these little 10-minute videos, you're looking at hundreds of dollars. $100 or $200 to make a video that's going to earn you $6. So that's why people have said, go get an editor. Like, an editor would be good. It'd be like, people are insane. Though you're going to go thousands and thousands of dollars in debt if you're doing that. And it's worth it if you blow it up and go huge with it. Like, obviously, video editors are a huge help, but if you're not already, like, you know, YouTube or Twitch royalty or whatever, there's just no way you can afford it. Because if you have someone that's constantly doing that, you're going to be paying them $30,000 or $40,000 a year at least. And so you're going to have to just have, you know, an astronomical amount of people watching your videos to do that. How much money do I get from YouTube Red? Oh, we won that last game in 18 minutes, by the way. So only 7% of people thought it would be under, just to close the last poll. So that was one where the vast majority of people were wrong about that. Let me see if it is more than ad revenue. I believe it is, because it's guaranteed. Ad blockers don't block that. I'll be classy and not show my actual numbers here. It's all kind of low these days, but I don't know if I can see YouTube Premium. Is that the same as Red? I'm not sure. Is YouTube Premium's YouTube Red, right? It's actually way lower. But I don't know if that's because there's just less people that have it or not. I don't know the percentages on that. But the ad revenue, the memberships are the most. Although we've lost a lot of memberships, so it's not much more. And then there's ad revenue, and then there's YouTube Premium. But I think a lot of people just don't do the premium. I think it's similar. But it does help. It does help. There just may not be a lot of people that have Red. I mean, everything helps. So we got to get back to 30,000 too. We actually dipped down to 29.9. We've been bleeding out, like losing like 100 subs or something a month. How helpful is YouTube Studio in monetizing your content effectively? Slightly helpful. You know what would be more helpful though? Is if you actually sent my subscribers notifications that I'm streaming. Or that I have a new video coming out. That would actually be great. Thanks, YouTube. Well, we have dropped it down. Oh, it said 29.9. We're basically still at 30. It's 29.996 or something. It's like, come on, man. But we have dropped it down. We were losing 100 something, but now that I've started publishing like more consistently tier lists and things like that, we're losing like 50. So I think we can go positive in a couple of months if I just get more consistent with the Total War and League. I think we can get back to positive. But anyways, okay. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. I think that's a good way to end. We won 4 in a row, so we'll stay on that. Got back to P3, so just got to keep cranking. I will try to do something other than Rakan at some point. I just really need to get some wins and see if we can get one of these accounts back to Diamond. And then, you know, if we can do that in like a month or something, then we can have some more like yellow, you know, fun stuff, or at least some off-meta stuff on maybe the Smurf account. But anyways, okay. Well, thank y'all very much. We'll be back tomorrow around 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look forward to seeing y'all then. We'll continue doing the polls. That was pretty fun. Thanks to everybody who participated in that. And we'll see